Hi, and welcome to this presentation on the portfolio conclusion. What is the portfolio conclusion? It's sometimes called the metacognitive essay because what it will do is it's going to ask you to reflect on this semester, what you've learned, and how you've performed. It will also provide the ending to your portfolio. It is the last thing that readers will see as they read your portfolio. If you want to think about it in broad terms, it acts as a reflective piece on your entire Composition 2 experience. And so it does include, how you've improved or not improved as a writer, but it also talks about other, maybe some more soft skills, time management, those kind of things can be included in this portfolio conclusion as well. Now, the next couple of bullets are things that you might specifically write about in your portfolio conclusion. For example, the fourth bullet there talks about how you've changed as a learner, a thinker, and a writer. You could devote a paragraph to each one of those. So how have you changed as a learner? Those are things that aren't tied to writing, but what have you learned about how you learn? This is an online course. You had to do a lot of things probably on your own. Did you have to go out and get other information? Did you have to reach out to your instructor? What is it or how is it that you have changed as a learner? Maybe you've become more independent. How have you changed as a thinker? This is a course that's devoted to critical thinking. And so have you, learned things about yourself in terms of how do you synthesize information? How do you think critically about the research and then apply it? And so this idea of changing as a thinker is probably something that's happened over the course of the semester. And then, of course, because it's a comp class, hopefully you've changed as a writer and you've gained skills in writing and grammar and the like. You could also talk about what you've learned about in terms of the writing process, maybe in terms about yourself. Maybe you've learned that you are an awesome online student and you want to take all the rest of your courses online. Or maybe you are taking them online and you've learned things about how to be more efficient, all of those kind of things. So you could show specifically what you've learned about yourself and then the writing process. It's also an opportunity for you to evaluate how you've completed the course. If you've had great success, what led to that success? If you didn't have success, maybe in one area or in all areas, why didn't you have success? It's focused on your reaction, not necessarily on the content. So, what was the cause of some of the issues that you may have had? Maybe it was technology. Maybe if you go down to the next bullet, it talks about a lack of time or a lack of interest. Maybe it took you a while to get started. So, those kind of things can be tied into that paragraph about your performance. It's also an opportunity to show what you have learned, and hopefully you've learned a lot. But there is an extenuating bullet there. If you feel like you've gained only a little bit, explain why. What could you do differently in order to, perform better in the future? The basics of this particular essay, it's reflective in nature. And so reflect on how you've completed this semester. It's 7 paragraphs in length. You must have an intro, a body, and a conclusion. It will be graded by those things. It will also be graded on the quality of the writing. So because it's Comp 2, you do want to have a piece of writing that can stand on its own as a solid piece. So watch for grammar, organization, content, those kind of things. There is no entry slip needed, but however long this conclusion ends up being, most of the time it's between 1.5 and 2 pages, it will count in your portfolio's final page count. So again, Comp 2, we're looking for 28 pages. All of the pages for the conclusion will count towards those 28 pages. As always, if you have questions or comments, please seek out the virtual office hours, send me a quick email, or you can give me a call and leave a voicemail, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you and have a great day.